If your child already struggles with reading and you force them to sit at the table with a book as a punishment for getting in trouble, you are accidentally teaching them to hate reading. I'm Teacher Dan, creator of Spell Blaster, and we need to stop using reading as a consequence for bad behavior, especially for kids who are already behind, and start protecting it as a neutral or positive activity. When a child misbehaves, parents naturally want to enforce a consequence. You ground them or take away their toys, no iPad or whatever. To make that grounding feel productive, a parent will often say, "Since you are already grounded, sit there and read a book for 20 minutes." On the surface, this seems like a great idea. You are trying to get something educational out of a bad situation. But from the perspective of a child who already struggles to read, you just weaponized the book. Reading is already difficult for them. It takes focus, energy, and mental stamina. When you use that difficult task as the direct penalty for breaking a rule, you build a psychological link between reading and getting in trouble. They do not view it as a productive break. They view it as a punishment. If reading is the penalty for bad behavior, then reading must be a bad thing. This can create a motivation problem later on. When you sit down with them the next day for normal reading practice, they might not be too happy. You are asking them to voluntarily do the thing they were punished with yesterday. It can feel unfair. To fix this, you have to cleanly separate reading from discipline. Whatever consequence you choose for bad behavior, like no more Spell Blaster today, handle it however you normally do. Just do not force them to open a book to pay off a penalty. You want to protect reading as an activity that happens when everyone is calm and happy. If you only practice reading when the house is quiet and the vibe is positive, your child will slowly stop viewing the book as a threat. But if the damage is already done and they currently hate the sight of a book, you might need to use an activity that does not look like traditional reading at all. And that is exactly why I created Spell Blaster. For a struggling reader, sitting down with a book feels like a chore. If it was used as a punishment in the past, just seeing the cover can be an emotional trigger. In Spell Blaster, they aren't holding a book at all. The aliens keep coming, and your child has to pilot their ship and blast the correct letters to build words. They are practicing the exact spelling and decoding skills they need, but because it is a video game, it doesn't trigger that negative baggage. They don't feel like they are doing baby work, or any work at all. They are just playing an awesome action game. So if your child acts up, revoke their privileges, but never force them to read as the penalty. Keep reading separate from discipline to protect their motivation. And if you want a secret weapon that gives them high-energy reading practice disguised as an awesome sci-fi arcade shooter, you can check out Spell Blaster at the link below.